What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Alright, today we done got the patch notes for the Professor X Kitty Pryde mid-month update. Alright, and as you can see, it's going to be a rolling patch. So it's not going to be a maintenance update, it's going to be a rolling patch. So later on tonight, 7 p.m. for Eastern time, or for Pacific time, 10 p.m. for Eastern time. So once you log out the game and you log back in around that time frame, you'll see a little patch, and that's going to be it for the update. And it's going to give us 2 new uniforms, which is Professor X, and you see he's a black superhero uniformed at 1050. Alright, his uniform effect increases chain hit damage by 15% with guard break immunity. His tier 3 skill, Mind Blast, ignore dodge rate by 100%. You have 80% chance to penetrate. 10 seconds of invincible. His tier 1 passive gives him 30% chance to penetrate mind, 9% chance to become immune to mind. Tier 2 passive increases mind damage by 35%, skill damage bonus damage, and decreased basic damage by 20%. The first skill has a V-pad. Second skill has paralysis. Third skill has a 20% heal with a frenzy buff on it. The fourth skill removes active buffs, and it has a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity with a damage proc for 50% for 1 attack. And then the fifth skill has silence, fracture, and accumulation. And then we got Kitty Pryde, Red Queen. This is her first uniform. So she's a speed superhero, standard superhero, uniformed at 1050. And her uniform effect gives her invincibility and ignore targeting for 5 seconds. Then 100% chance to grant all damage immunity for 1 second on a 20-second cooldown. Alright, her leadership going to apply to all mutant allies. Increases basic attacks by 60% instead of 55, so they bumped it up by 5. Her 4-star passive gives her skill damage bonus damage, and summons a creature with 100% chance, well, 100% attack and defense of 150 HP of the summoner, so that's Lockheed. Alright, so her tier 2 passive gives her guaranteed dodge, guaranteed crit, and an 80% chance to penetrate. Her first skill is a decreased recovery rate. Second skill has burn and fracture. Third skill, burn. Yeah, she has a 20% heal on her skill with a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Alright, fourth skill has burn, and she has a frenzy buff. Fifth skill has burn, silence, all defense down, invincible, and accumulation. Alright, so they kind of like copy paste her and Professor X's skills with like the frenzy buff on the third, accumulation on the fifth, and the heal on the third also. Alright, so Kitty Pryde is getting a tier 3, and it's called Phantom Strike with the bleed, ignore dodge, invincible, and an attack proc. So as you can see, the skill Lockheed comes out. She's going to come in slashing, and then Lockheed comes in after and starts to little burst of flames. Alright, then Professor X is getting his tier 4, Xavier's Focus, and it increases all elemental damage by 75% and mind damage 180% of energy attack. So it's going to buff his elemental skills up because he deals mind damage. And you have the new artifacts for Professor X. Increases mind damage by 30% and increases damage dealt to alien characters, some like Null and Gore. And then you have aliens for World Boss Ultimate also. Alright, and then you have Kitty Pryde, which increases basic damage dealt to supervillains by 20% and decreased damage by 20% from supervillains. Alright, and then we have other improvements. So if you spend money on the game, you get loyalty points, and it's like a little wheel that rotates where it goes to like each tier. So the current wheel was giving you like bios, 300 crystals, a premium hero chest. Let's see, we had Enchanted Uru, a 6-star Mega Mastery ticket, and a 6-star Mega Rank Up ticket. Alright, so they're changing it, and they're going to give you 600 crystals instead of 3. They're going to go ahead and give you 100 bios, tier 2 materials. Now they give you 300 bios, I'm sorry. Get tier 3 materials in there also. You have a book selector and a random Odin Blessing chest, which is better than the 6-star Mega Rank Up now. Alright, so that's going to be it right now for the patch notes. A little small. So once the game is up and running, because right now the game is down, and they have gave out a patch for that. So they're trying to figure out what's going on with that. But once it's, they get taken care of that, and then tonight we'll get the patch for the uniforms. Then we'll dive right into that. So let me know what you think about the patch notes. Hit me down in the comment box down below. Make sure to smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.